Hi everybody, this is the professor, and they call me Mr. Bling Bling. How y'all doing out there? I tell you, I'm doing just good. And yourself? I tell you, the older I get, the more relaxed I get in life. But one thing I want you to understand, that you have to really pay attention to the time that we're living in. And that's how it is. I tell you, so much is going on in our world today. And we got to understand the proposition that we can go out there in that mess. I hated what that perpetrator did to his people over there. It's a sad thing. It's a sad thing. And all the innocent little babies got caught up in that mess. And the only thing I say, put the loop around his neck and pull it for what he did. Now, I tell you what, my mind goes back when I was a little child. We used to get blackberries, Them blackberries were good, boy. We went out there with our baskets and everything and get up on a Saturday and go out there and get the biggest berries. Oh yes, it's about the size of a quarter. And we filled those baskets up and we walked 5 and 10 miles just to fill them baskets up and bring the blackberries back home to grandma. And grandma take half and we go sell the other half. I tell you, I can never imagine, I'm older now and I can't imagine me being a nobody in society. And even at one time they tried to destroy my name. And I tell you, I was full of greatness then, and I'm just letting my greatness overtake me now. I've been there, done that. I tell you, I go back and think about all my childhood that I came up through. It was a wonder, y'all. I never could tell you that my childhood was born, because we made it happen on Griffin Heights. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You hear what I say. On Griffin Heights in Aliquippa, Pennsylvania. I never get that small town where I grew up at and shared my life all the way to 18, and then I left and got myself more inclined into college. Yes, I got my degrees, y'all. And I studied and studied and studied and studied. And nobody did never give me nothing. Like James Brown used to say, open up the door, and I get it myself. And yes, sir. I'm so glad that I had a change of mind. I suffered, I thought my suffering, that my suffering would overtake me, but God knows it didn't do it, because I had too much mind, intelligence left for me to go to school and, learn of greater things, and I'm glad I did. And I tell you, Grandma used to make them cakes. My grandmama was a good old gal. Yes, she was. Her name was Maggie Jones. And she had a cooking hand, I tell you. I learned from my grandmama, I sure did. I learned from my grandmother. Grandma used to tell me to get in the kitchen and watch that chicken and make sure it don't burn, and that's exactly what I did. I watched over that chicken. Yep, on them Sundays. If them people keep messing with America, we're gonna get just like a moose. You hear what I say? That means angry, just like a moose. And you don't want to get us angry, because we super bad when we get angry now. You just gotta just go ahead on with the proposition and the things. And you young people out there, look here, I was one of the ones that paved the way for you to get a job by civil rights. They were trying to stop our flow, but we kept on going into peace. And we overcame that era there. Yes, sir, I can tell my grandkids about that one now. I told my nephews and nieces, be somebody in this society. And they end up being good. And I'm glad that they listened. And you young people, y'all gotta start listening out there now. You gotta start listening, get your life together so that you can make it. And I tell you, and get that education now, because you'll get a good job. And the further that you go in school, that's how better your job will be. Get the sheepskin and then go get the degree. And somebody out there will hire you, appreciate you. Yes, sir, buddy. I remember them days. I remember coming down Griffin Heights. I was clean as a board of health, y'all. I was clean as a board of health. Got at the bottom of the hill, it was snowing. You know, and the sleep was all on the ground, and I was clean though. Then I went to step and gut got everybody. I tell you, I hit the ground, y'all. You hear what I say? I hit that ground, and that slush went all down in my underwear. Praise the Lord, amen. Ooh, and I crawled back up Griffin Heights, got back there, called the school, told them I wasn't going to be there today. Oh, yes, I did. You hear what I say? You heard me? I tell you, there was a good old snowy day, though. Then we had to climb the big old mountain. Oh, God. Every day, walking 10 miles. 10 miles to school. I never forget it. And then got at the top. Good God Almighty. We praised the Lord there when we climbed that big hill. But now when it snowed, oh my goodness. The janitor used to come down that thing and just throw the salt all over the place. And that salt didn't stop us from slipping down though. And then the girls wanted to play the tackle. And tackle the boys in the snow. And we tackle the girls in the snow too. Oh yes, we did. Yes, sir. Them were the good old days. Now, I'm just trying to reminisce back. I tell you. Now, this day here, it seemed like there's a lot of like the tuition, you know, for the young people. It seems like they can't even get an education now because that tuition is too high there. And I tell you what, I wish I could do something about that now to help my young people out because they need an education. Yes, sir. You see, we was a cool generation back in our day now. We used to be sharper than a nail and sharper than a tack going to school. Had our Buster Brown shoes on, and some of us who couldn't get Buster Brown, we had bro gangs. Yeah, but we still were cool. And we got our little bald heads and everything. We Mr. Clean going to school to the elementary. You know, I've been in stage. I've been on the stage for I tell you, all my life now. I took music and Mr. Anderson taught us how to sing. He really did. He taught us how to sing now. Oh yes, he taught me how to take that note straight on up to heaven and bring it back down to earth, that high note now. And taught me how to hold that thing now. Yes, sir. And the more I hold it, all the girls were screaming and everything. We had a good time in our school. I can never tell you the school was born. But you know, there were some perpetrators too in our school. But we had to deal with them, you know. Yes, sir, buddy. I'm so glad that now that I'm old, you know, I can look back upon the great years and appreciate them. And I appreciate life itself. And to all you ones that's getting ready to retire in the next 2 years. Don't go home and die. Well, find out where your treasure's at in the senior citizen level. And go on those lavish trips and see the rest of the world. Yeah, don't just sit back there and go crazy. Let the wall talk till you run you crazy. Do you know you got to go outside to get the fresh air? If you don't get the fresh air, you'll have a mental problem after that. So many years. You heard me? I say, boy. I tell you. But you know, I'm glad that I had this chance to talk with you guys now. And so I'm going to have to sign on off. This is Professor Bling Bling. All right, talking to you. Y'all have yourself a great day. Bye-bye now.